Hello, everybody. It's Alex Shevchenko here, and as always, at this time on Friday, we're hosting a Friday Alpha Leaks sessions. This is a live stream that is going directly to YouTube and to Twitter. And during this live stream, we are sharing the news from the ecosystem, and you are also free to ask any of your questions. And I will try to answer all of these questions in the end of the stream. So without further ado, let's go. By the way, do you see this thing? For sure you don't see it right now. So without further ado, let's go into the updates. As you know, Aurora in general, and Aurora Labs in particular, is pretty interested in different new things that are happening. And biggest one of the biggest narratives of the current setup is the RWA, or real world assets, and the tokenization of the real world assets. And one of the industries that we've identified as the most prominent for the tokenization is obviously the energy industry. This industry has a long-standing track of innovations, with many countries launching public markets for energy suppliers, and especially with the recent advancements in the green energy, this is super interesting. So there are quite a lot of innovative people in energy sector, and this week we've been attending the Intersolar conference in Munich, and that was, besides the fact that it was coinciding with the Euro 2024, which caused some troubles. But besides that, there were lots of insightful talks, and you were able to see, in case you are from the energy industry, you have been visiting this conference, you were able to see there the BD guys from the Aurora Labs. Continuing the conferences, next week is a conference that is organized by our partners and big friends, Encrypted, the biggest blockchain media in Ukraine. And they are doing their Encrypted conference, which is a yearly conference. And already for multiple years, we have been supporting Encrypted with this conference. And this holds true even for this year. So if you are in Ukraine, or if you are willing to tune in through the live streams of the Encrypted conference, there will be some interesting talks there. So please check it out. That's one of the nice events for the next week. We're super excited to announce the partnership with Tokenomia Pro, which is one of the leading companies in the blockchain space for designing and battle testing token economies. The core idea of this partnership is that because of the modularity of the virtual chains, and an ability to create additional modules, together with Tokenomia Pro, we are developing a module for Aurora Cloud, where users and the customers of the Aurora Cloud will be able to model their token economy and try to understand whether it works good or bad, and what things needs to be adjusted there. So this is yet another add-on to the Aurora Cloud that will make things even simpler for everybody who is willing to launch their own blockchain. Remember that virtual chains, their core premise is that they are bringing the infrastructure available from the first block of this chain, and Tokenomia Pro would help everybody who is using Aurora Cloud to actually do a proper simulation of the token economy, to make sure that their project has the proper economics background. So super excited to work with Tokenomia Pro in general. And let's see what this partnership is going to bring. Continuing on the topics of the virtual chains, again, just reminding everybody what we are doing. What is this concept that was developed by Aurora, right? So the core idea of the virtual chain is that this is a type of a chain that is launched within the mother network. So it is some kind of like fenced portion of the mother network. And this fenced portion, and by saying this, I mean that it looks and feels like an ordinary chain. However, it inherits everything from the mother network. And the core idea of this concept is that this setup, this way of delivering a custom chains, which can be app chains, for example, this way of delivering these chains has a great benefit. And the core benefit here is that all of the infrastructure that is available on the mother chain is inherited within this particular virtual chain. So the person or a company or a community who is launching such a chain, they do not need to think about the infrastructure, neither from the standpoint of integration of this infrastructure, nor from the standpoint of supporting this infrastructure all for a long period of time. They can just tap into it and use it as if you're just working on an ordinary public blockchain, but in a more confined environment, right? And that's the core idea of the virtual chains. This is a concept that is brought to the world by Aurora, and Aurora Cloud is the first implementation of the virtual chains, and we're super happy that this approach of how to build and how to deliver chains is there and is available to everybody. Next week, we are going to have an AMA session in between myself and Peter from Here Wallet. I'm really looking forward to this conversation. There are lots of topics that we are going to cover, and everything is going to be centered around chain abstraction, multi-party computations, and how this thing can work on different chains, what the chain abstraction narrative and these primitives, what this narrative bring to the virtual chains, and how the user experience is going to change with the chain abstraction. So I advise everybody to take a look at this stream. I believe there will be quite a lot of interesting things discussed there. Near Protocol, our biggest partner, has launched an incubation program within their Horizon incubator, which is focused on AI. There was the announcement this week about it. So Near's Horizon incubator has has gathered a cohort of 6 projects that are focusing on building user-owned AI. As you know, Near is very famous for their AI contribution, starting from the many years ago, starting from Ilya's contribution towards in the Transformers article, and Near continues to innovate in the AI space, and the goal of Near is to create what is called the user-owned AI, or the AI that is not controlled by the companies and businesses who are going to always maximize their revenues and profits, instead of making sure that the AI is safe and useful. So the safety of AI is a topic that is heavily discussed right now. And from my personal point of view, the combination of blockchain and the openness of the blockchain itself and the AI is the way to go in order to get this safe and trusted AI and to get it delivered. That's a great initiative, and I'm glad to see that now there is an incubation program within Horizon that is specifically focused on AI. Let's see what these great projects are going to deliver after the incubation. And for everybody who are building in the AI space, maybe this is the time for you to actually get connected with Horizon and express your interest in the next cohort for this incubator. Yeah, so go and grab it. Besides that, I would like to remind everybody that Aurora is also working with Horizon Horizon does not focus only on near native applications specifically, but there are quite a lot of EVM applications that are working, that were incubated and are continuing to be incubated in Horizon. And these applications are deployed either on Aurora mainnet or on a custom virtual chain provided by Aurora Cloud. Another thing that I would like to highlight, there is an additional new company that get funded in the NEAR ecosystem, and the company is called Nuffle Labs. This company is organized by the people who spin out of Pagoda and some other NEAR ecosystem projects, and they formed this Nuffle Labs company. The core products for them are around the Altus data availability and the interoperability in between Altus. So the previously known product that is called NEAR DA, NEAR Data Availability, is now positioned or is now obtained its home inside of the Nuffle Labs, and Nuffle Labs is going to progress this product forward. Big congratulations. Nuffle Labs were able to secure 13 million in funding, with Electric being the lead investor in this company. Reminding everybody, Electric Capital was the leading investor in the private round for Aurora Labs too. So we know how useful Electric is, and I'm wishing only the best to the team behind the Nuffle Labs. And last but not least, I would like to point out that the yearly Ethereum Community Conference that this year is taking place in Brussels instead of Paris is going to be started in 2.5 weeks, right? So I welcome everybody to visit Chain Abstraction Day, an event that is brought up to us by NEAR and Agoric, and it is going to happen on July the 10th. So it's already the time, and you are able to subscribe to this event. You are able to come there. There will be quite a lot of news there. And a big spoiler, I'm also going to be available on the Chain Abstraction Day. I'm also going to visit it, and I'm going to talk about something that was never ever been hinted. And this is something absolutely new. This is a new concept. This is a very, very new approach. And it is going to, obviously, this thing is going to be highly connected with chain abstractions. So lots of announcements, lots of stuff would happen in Brussels. So looking forward to this trip. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you there. Come and say hi. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and let me check the comments and different questions. There are some comments. Everybody are saying hello. And JJ is asking this question. Aurora has been down every single day since the Bybit launch, a staggering 50% from 29 cents. Considering a revamp of your token economy and implement a more robust burn mechanism. JJ, thanks for the question here. In general, like, it's very hard for me to comment on the token price, right? Again, reminding you that Aurora Labs is the dev company behind the development. We are not participating in active trading or something like that. But as far as I understand, the whole market was in a very, very bad position within the last week, and all of the crypto, except probably for Bitcoin and maybe partially for Ethereum, all of the crypto was going down. In terms of the revamping of the token economy, there are no current proposals to be considered about this. In general, what you are able to do, if you're thinking that there are some additional ideas how to do this, you're able to go to forum.aurora.dev and voice your ideas there. this forum is the place for the governance discussions around Aurora. There might be some great ideas and for how to change the token economy for Aurora. However, I would like to remind everybody that there is one additional thing that we're actually working on, and this is the implementation of the VE token economy. This was suggested approximately 1 year ago, and finally at this time there are enough resources so we are able to deliver these updates. The core idea of the update is that staked Aurora tokens are able to be locked, and to the people who have been locking their Aurora tokens, there will be VE token or voted escrow tokens that are allocated, and using these tokens, people will be able to vote on allocation of the incentives and, in general, money from the community treasury. I remind everybody that there is a community treasury that was set aside during the minting event, and this community treasury is still there. It is still available, and it is going to be used to boost the ecosystem through different initiatives that people are just going to come up with. A more robust burn mechanism is one of the ideas. Currently, as you probably know, JJ, there is a burning mechanism that is working. It just constantly, every month, there is a burn of the Aurora tokens that is happening, which is pretty much similar to the way how burning on the Binance Smart Chain is working. Okay, cool. Hot bridge use Aurora. There is a question from Sir. Unfortunately, I cannot read your name. Yes, not directly Aurora, but we are involved in the setup of how the hot bridge uses this. It's not directly Aurora, but this is a new thing that I'm going to discuss on the chain abstraction day. And Emon is asking, will there be any hot pet or hot mint in here world from Aurora like other projects? Hard for me to say. Our marketing team is highly connected, has a very good connection with hot, and there are some Aurora specific activities in hot. But whether there will be particularly hot mint or hot pet there, it's hard for me to say. Okay, so it seems like there are no additional questions. So thanks everybody for joining and being with us. I really enjoy sharing the updates with you, and we are going to see each other in exactly 1 week from now during the next Friday Alpha League sessions. And until then, have a good one.